By the right of the council, by the will of the Force, welcome back into another episode of the Galaxy Famous Jedi Talk Podcast. It is your top 10 edition. We are back and better than ever. Be on the lookout. It is our top 10 tales of episodes. And what those tales of are going to be, us three fine gentlemen will be telling you this evening. First and foremost, I am Tom O'Gree. Follow me and others at Jedi Talk Podcast on Instagram. If we're on Facebook, and we're definitely not on Twitter, just go to Instagram. Go to YouTube as well. Check out YouTube/Jedi Talk. And on my left, rocking his Star Wars shirt on brand like normal. Such a cliche little bitch. Evan T. Boucher. Evan, how the hell are you?
Hello there. This is just a shirt that's always at the bottom of my backpack. So when I get off of work, I just throw it on. But
kidding.
I do only own like 3 shirts.
It's
so
true.
It's
They're
okay.
all just a different variant of that shirt.
And you got me one of them, the Nile shirt.
Oh, the Nile shirt. That's true.
Yeah. So I had 2 before I met Tom.
There you go. Now he has 3.
Right.
And a man who has several shirts unless they feel like complete ass on the inside of them.
I love that you know that about me.
Yes.
How could we not?
Stephen Hughes. Stephen Hughes, everybody.
Stephen Hughes.
God,
Who is that? This
My
is our
government name.
Our
Brad
new
Hughes.
co-host,
Brad, how the hell are you?
What's up, everybody? I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Top 10 tales of. You ready to just dive into this?
Yeah,
So
let's dive
do you
into
get
this
pissed
shit.
if someone calls you Steve or Steven?
I don't get
or-
pissed, but then I just know you don't know me at all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true, right?
I see it
I-
in
I've
work
never
emails all
even-
the time. They're like, "Hi, Steven," and I'm like, "You don't.
No.
You know,
mother.
You know a name. Like it doesn't bother me,
Yeah.
but like I think I've told this story before on the podcast. But here's how little I've never gone by that. Like I remember when I was 15 to get my learner's permit, I had to call my mom to ask how you spell Steven. What was it? The
Was it
PH?
I mean, that's
T-N or
fair.
PH,
but
yeah.
there's
Because I
2
had no
ways.
idea. Because
Yeah.
I've just never gone by it. Like
Yeah.
never. So I just don't. I go by Brad. Just what it is. It's what it is. As Locas. So yeah, top 10 Tales of the Jedi episodes we want, because there's going to be a season 2.
I wouldn't
right,
even call it.
fellas?
Yeah.
I
Could be
keep
Tales of the
calling
Sith.
tales of.
You could do Tales of the Bounty Hunters.
It's tales
You
of
could
for
do
me. It's
Tales
not all
of.
Jedi.
Yeah, it's not all Jedi.
Tales
Not all
of the
Jedi to me.
Smugglers, Tales of anybody.
Tales of the.
I think I did
Uh-oh.
all Jedi. Somebody unplugged the fan here. It went back. It's all
Okay,
good.
that
Okay.
was weird for a
Check the
second.
Someone
recording.
farted for a second. No, we're good.
Who farted? I mean, I do on this
Tom,
podcast.
there
a
it
lot.
is. That's it.
Oh, there it goes again.
It's just that thing's loose. You guys talk.
Okay.
You go ahead
Okay.
and well,
Awesome.
whatever order you want to go. I'll fix this.
I will say ahead of time, 5 of my top 10 are like a pairing of this person and this person
yeah,
Tales.
don't worry, I did that
So,
too.
okay,
Yeah.
I wanted to pair all 10, but 5 of them I couldn't find a pairing for.
Don't sweat.
That's how far out it was. Look at this.
I see.
Everybody listening on the podcast, look at this.
Look at it.
Batman has always got your back.
Thank you,
That
Kevin.
is true.
R.I.P. Kevin.
Good?
Yeah.
Brad fell down.
No. He's fallen and he
All
can't
right.
get up.
Anyone have any honorable mentions? I do not.
I do not.
No,
Oh,
not
look
for
at
me
that.
either.
Good.
No honorable mentions here.
Beautiful.
Brad, I'm looking right at you. Why don't you kick us off, sir?
My number 10 is Mace Windu's final moments.
This slut. Yeah,
I
I want to
like-
die.
Tom's like, I want to kill him.
I love it, Brad. This is my number one now.
Tom is like, Bor-El Ulrich. Ulrich is going to kill him. That's it.
I just stand up there with my saber and he falls on it.
Yeah,
Like-
and you just catch him. You're like, you're lining it up under him. You're like, wait, this way to the left, to the left.
Like I don't want to like pretend to know how this happens, but it wasn't the lightning bolt that killed him. Even if it was the fall that killed him,
Right.
Like something to confirm his death, because
I get it.
or
It's a good
not,
point.
or like he drags himself away, like something, like just something with him in those last perceived moments in Revenge of the Sith. I think that'd be really, really cool.
I like it.
Heck yes, it would be.
Evan, what's your number 10?
My number 10 would be what is going on with Barriss Offee after Order
Ooh.
66. Does she
That's a
survive?
good
Does she
one.
die? Does she go and kill other Jedi? Does she help Order 66 and then get betrayed? Who knows? Just what happens? I'm sure Dave knows. Filoni has to know.
That's a great one.
Yeah. There's nothing after like what we see of her in Clone Wars. So,
Damn, that's a good one, dude.
yeah.
Ahsoka.
If she
That would
shows
be
up in
dope.
Ahsoka, that'd be beautiful. 'Cause
Flashbacks.
They're so connected, those two.
Yeah,
It's gotta happen.
that would be wild.
It's got to. One episode. That's it.
That's all you need. Yeah.
That's all you need on Barriss.
Yep.
I got some stuff about Ahsoka later on in this list.
I might too.
I'm just saying.
It's been a while and I haven't looked at
Mhm.
this
That one's the thing
until
you and me
today.
are going to have crossover with. And I wrote
Yeah.
this. I wrote this weeks ago when we first thought we were going to do
Oh
it.
yeah,
and we
the
shit.
didn't.
day that
You know
we
what?
said do it. Yeah.
I don't have truly any.
Good. Then I'll
Ahsoka
be
stuff,
unique
yeah.
on this one.
All right, number
And I
10.
can hear you guys go, "Fuck yeah!" That's what I want.
Okay, that's quite. My number 10 is pretty specific, gentlemen, but I want Yoda and Yaddle concealing Well, holy shit, we know. Fuck, actually, I gotta change this. Oh! I know what I want to do. Yoda and Yaddle before Yaddle's untimely death by Count Dooku.
Count Bluku.
Showing them, like, hiding Grogu from everybody. I want to see that. I want to see a tale of.
So you want
of the
Grogu to
secret
be
affair.
their love child?
I do. Yes.
Okay.
I do.
I wouldn't
mean,
be opposed to it. I
from
think it'd be interesting.
What
I
we
don't,
know
like,
right now.
Yeah, I'm not like begging for that, but if it happens, fine.
I mean, it's really the only reference we have for this.
It
type
is
of
right now.
species is
Yeah.
this. So I mean,
I had talked about the potential of the Force creating these creatures. That would be a cool way to do it, and I'd be cool with that. But
well, 3 out
Wow.
of the 3 that we've seen in canon are Force sensitive,
heavy.
so it only makes
Yeah,
sense.
Exactly.
Heavy, like
That
heavy
could also
Force
be like why Yoda's so questioning of Anakin. He's like, only our species are born of the
Right,
Force.
right.
You're lying. What?
Right.
What is this?
Like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
That'd
I
be
like
cool.
that.
That'd
yeah.
be great. Bad Batch season 2, baby. Let's go.
It's not going to be that. What's your number 9, Brad?
My number 9 is Vader's transition to the light.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Give I know it's
10
hear
seconds
me out.
inside his
No,
brain?
hear me out.
Like, okay, yeah.
Hear me out. There's got to be something from when he passes away to when you see him as a Force ghost on Endor.
Oh, okay.
that happens.
Show me him joining the Force and repenting. And this would be like super spiritual.
In the
and
cosmic
I think,
force.
yes.
Yeah.
And see him becoming one with the Force and like literally what that is. Show me that.
He opens
That's-
his eyes, and the first thing he sees
So
is
white light
Obi-Wan.
and
His
something.
third eye. He
It could
opens
be
his third-
it could be a reunion with him,
This is
Qui-Gon,
third
Obi-Wan. Like I
Yeah.
truly think of this as like him repenting for his sins.
Seeing Qui-Gon first would be better.
Yes.
Come
because,
on.
And then maybe he's a child.
And he
Oh,
goes
there's
up
so
to
many
him.
things you could do with that.
He goes up to him and is like, "I'm
Right,
sorry,
and
I
it
disappointed
sounds
you,
like-
Master."
It sounds
No,
like
it
nothing,
doesn't.
but then
No.
when you really break it down, like
Yeah.
that would be fucking wild.
Yeah. When you said it, I was like, "That."
I know.
10 seconds.
I wrote it
but you're
down.
Like, no. Yeah.
No, like I mean that could be you could do a 30-minute episode on
Easily.
that. I mean
Easily.
like there's so much you could do there. And it's just such an insignificant little thing and it would clear up canon stuff like how do you go from Space Hitler to being a Force ghost?
Right, to redeeming yourself after literally being a space Hitler.
Yeah.
Kanye West, big fan of Anakin Skywalker.
Big
by the way.
fan of
Big
Skywalker.
fan. What's your number
Anyway-
9, Evan?
Anyway, my number 9 is somebody that should be on Brad's list. I don't know if he will be, but Sifo Dyas.
Nope.
Give us some more. Wow. Give us
No.
some more on this Sifo
Wow,
Dyas
yeah,
guy.
I'm actually surprised about that.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know what's going on with this guy.
That's
Dooku
the
has him
Sifo
killed,
Dyas.
and Sifo Dyas makes the clones. That's all
Maybe
we really
see
know.
how Sifo Dyas
So-
got killed.
I love Sifo
Well,
Dyas, but there's other things I'd rather
do we know?
find
We
out.
know the Pikes killed him because Dooku paid the Pikes to kill him.
Fucking
That's all
Pikes.
we know.
Pieces of shit. That's okay.
Great character.
Yeah.
Does it?
That's all we know about him. I
All
want
right.
to know more.
All right. There we go. We're on number 9, right, already? Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to see Siri Junda lose Trilla to the dark side. I wanna see the
Crossover. I
tales
can't
of-
believe that's your
yeah.
number 9.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's,
Yeah,
that's,
I
that's
figured
okay.
just after hearing that would be higher up on your list.
Yeah.
But,
I mean,
there's
but-
so many things with this.
There
This is
are.
what's so great
this
about
is like
this
favorite
series.
Metallica albums, like with Star Wars. Like, come on, guys. Like,
Yeah.
I just, yeah, my number 1, and you're gonna understand why my number 1 is my number 1 when I get there. So don't you fucking worry about it. Brad, what's your number 8?
My number 8 is Qui-Gon becoming one with the Force. Same kind of thing with with
But it's different.
but it's different because he's one that first one to do it. So like knowing what that like think about like again it's these moments where like if you're watching animation and you see the Duel of the Fates in an animated form and then it's like a white flash after he gets stabbed and then it's the journey from that point on.
Yeah.
Like same thing with Vader like there's like he remove my mask helmet so I can
So I
see
may see
you with
your
my
son.
own eyes like and then it's a white flash and then it's the journey from that point on like that would like that's the thought of that like just gives me chills. I would
Yeah.
fucking do anything for them to do this. Like this would
Yeah.
be such a cool series.
Yeah, you start with them. Maybe Qui-Gon's the first one you do, and then you
how
do
about
all
you
of
just
them.
how about you just do this called Journey to the Force?
Journey through the Force.
Path
Journey
of the
through the
Jedi?
Path
Yeah.
of the something like that like
Yeah.
Path to the I mean like
The Cosmic
What-
Force.
you
or-
call it one with the Force.
Yes.
And it's just all how these people become
Yeah.
one with the
Okay.
Force.
Okay.
And you do
Those
how
sounds
many canonically do it now? 5, 6, counting Leia, Luke,
Leia, Luke,
Yoda,
Obi-Wan,
Yoda, Obi-Wan,
Vader,
Anakin.
Yoda.
Vader.
There's a lot.
Well, that's it. The ones we just named. I wasn't counting. 'cause
So
I
then
can't
how it's
count.
with old lady Ray.
Yeah, whenever she dies, if she gets that power, which I imagine she would.
Well,
Finn's character because he's
hold
force
up.
sensitive.
Hold up. We heard How many voices did we hear talk to Rey?
Well, that's
true,
That's a different
Ahsoka.
part of the cosmic force.
Mace,
They didn't
Ahsoka.
become spirits. They just have their voice still out there.
You could just be connecting to him at that point because
Yeah,
you
that's
hear
true.
you hear Luke and Leia communicate on Bespin.
Yeah.
Leia.
That's true.
So nobody in the High Republic ever figured it out. It's Qui-Gon is the first.
That we know of.
That
Yeah,
we know of.
True that we
Who
know.
knows?
of.
Somebody could have told. Somebody could have gave him the blueprint.
Yeah.
Right, he had to get it from somewhere.
Who gave him the
But
blueprint?
that's why it's so interesting. Like, give me that
Yeah.
story, dude.
I
Like,
agree.
give me that. Like, I think both those stories would be fascinating.
And this is only your number 8? That's what's crazy.
What's your number 8, Evan?
Wow. My number 8 is very obscure character, Nakmed.
Old
remember Nakmed?
Nakmed. Of course, I remember Nakmed.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know
From
who Nakmed
Force
is?
Collector.
From Force Collector.
Okay.
He is
I do
the
have that book.
grandfather of the main character of that book.
Oh, I remember you guys talking about
He
him.
was,
Yeah.
he was a survived Jedi
One of the
from Order
many people that
66.
survived Order 66. And
Great
just kinda-
character.
Yeah, and just
Great
kind of like
character.
hid out as a hermit in the middle of the woods for his whole life.
Yeah. And
Okay.
was, like, shocked that people
They did
still
the
gave a
movie.
fuck about the Jedi and
Yeah.
just insane story. Have you not read Force Collector yet?
No, it's
Dude, it's got to
You
be
would
on your
like it
list.
because it's. I don't want to say knockoff because that implies it's bad, but it's like a non-bad knockoff of Fallen Order. Like knockoff sounds bad, but it's not. Like
interesting. Okay.
Remember,
it's
this
similar
is
to-
the guy who
Wrote
wrote
episode
episode
9.
9 and then
Right,
submitted his story
right.
and was like, "You can't do that. You wrote episode
Yeah,
9 back." So
yeah.
he's like, "Whoops."
But somehow he
I still
wrote
make
something.
changes.
He wrote something
It's
better
so
than
different.
episode 9.
Yeah,
Well, it's not hard.
You said it. I'm not gonna. But yeah, more Nakmed.
I agree.
It could be his time in the Order. It could be his time
Yeah.
escaping 66. Whatever happened with him,
I think finding out how he survived 66 would be fucking fascinating.
Yeah.
Who is his master? Because that opens up another can of worms.
Yeah.
That's something
Yeah.
new character you could do. There's so much there. That's a great
And then
one, dude.
eventually you sell his lightsaber on Batu, and I'm
Yeah.
there and I
I'll
buy
be there
it
by
6
opening
weeks
day.
or 6 months after Disneyland
Yep.
gets it. Yeah.
We're gonna yeah, exactly.
I think
6
I think
months.
we're soon for Qui-Gon. I think we're talking like in the next
We'll
month.
see.
I'm saying that
We'll
out of panic
see.
because I'm about to just have someone grab it
That's
for me at
right.
Disneyland.
My number 8. I want to see when Luke Skywalker find Octo. I want to see him
That'd be awesome.
make his pillage over on to the porg eating man, moof, milky, drinky. that he
I
becomes.
almost put this on my list. I remember when I wrote this list, but I chose a different story for Luke.
Okay, that's fair.
Him and the caretakers. Like, how does that conversation go when he shows up?
Yeah, and him like bartering with one of them to be like, I'll pay you $50 a week if you show me your side.
Yeah.
I mean, he's getting crazy.
No, that's what he
there.
does with the Thala sirens. He's like, I'll pay you money if you let me milk you.
I mean,
Yeah.
milk
Let
your-
me milk those big
milk
fat
boob.
tits.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
big
Gotta get the
It's
green
all right. It's all right. Brad, what's your
they're
number
for.
7?
That's what they're for.
I know.
Yeah.
But
That's what those would. Let me see how those
just
big
to
tits
appease
fart.
PETA, if they're listening, I did them a
Um,
I'm gonna tweet about Jedi talk. I'm PETA.
Well, whatever. I've gotten into an argument with them before anyway.
Who hasn't?
My number 7 was something with the Jedi Temple on Batu, and that's
Oh, heck
real
yeah.
vague.
It is, but
But
yeah.
it's because there's so many eras and so many places you
Them
could do
setting
this,
it up 10,000 years ago or whatever it was.
I know it's in the High Republic in a book coming up.
And it's thriving in the High Republic.
So
like it's
give me
a
something with
source there.
Give me something, and it's not canon. We're talking about specifically this show. Give me something of this temple on Batu in this animation
for
style.
sure.
Like I want it.
That was
bad.
the first Jedi Temple, right?
I want it bad.
Not the first one
No.
ever. No.
I don't know why. What,
No, it's not the first
something happened first time ever on Batu, didn't it?
First place.
No, the first
we got
Jedi
to
Temple
go.
was Octo, right?
No, the first Jedi Temple was on Malachor.
I actually can't remember this.
Are we sure it's not Octo?
I'm positive. Octo was a stop on his stuff with Lando when they were collecting stuff. It was a stop, and then he kind of doubled down on it.
It was one of the first, but it's not the first.
It's not the first. I feel like Malachor was the first one,
Well, that's where the Sith end up living, basically.
but I think that was
and
because they took
Morban
it.
slash
Y'all.
Malachor.
It's Octo.
It was
Octo's
Octo?
the first one.
Yep.
Oh wow!
Oh
We're
shit!
terrible
Tom's throwing
fans.
some knowledge
Tom's
over here.
Tom's not a terrible fan.
Tom's
Brad and I are
throwing
terrible
some
fans.
knowledge.
The
Octo
first
was the
Jedi
first.
Temple is a place that first appeared in the 2015 Star Wars Force Awakens. It is an ancient Jedi temple located on the planet Octo,
Now, hang
established
on.
and maintained by the Jedi Order.
Hang on. If you're escaping, do you go to the first place that Jedi temples existed?
But
Luke
it-
did, but
it
nobody
wasn't
found
on a
him
map.
until Rey.
No one knew where it was
Until
They just-
R2-D2 woke up from his melatonin slumber.
Yeah, there was no map to it. People just knew.
R2
they're
had a
like,
prescription for Ambien. And he woke up. He's like, Luke's on Octo. Oh, guess what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, it's over here, y'all. What the
That's
fuck? Somebody
convenient.
should just push
Wait,
me over.
why were you guys waiting for me to for you guys?
You
to
wait for me to
figure
wake up? You
What,
should
you
have been
fuck-
pressing.
You're fucking stupid.
Tell the stupid robot. Press the on button.
I'm over here daydreaming
How-
about.
How funny would it be if they like pan to 3PO and he's like, I've known that the whole time, but it was against my programming.
but
for-
you deleted my memory. And
It was-
He still owes me 1,200 credits.
It was against my Republic programming to tell you such information.
Oh, that's some episode 9 writing right
It
there.
is
Evan.
because that's what he says when he's like, I can't speak the Sith language.
that doesn't
love
bother
that.
me.
I
love
love
it
that
too.
too.
I think that's a cool
'Cause
detail.
that's what they would
because that's
do.
what he would.
Yeah,
that's
that
what
makes
Palpatine would do. He
outlaw.
would ban it. He
That
would.
makes sense. Yeah.
He would
would
undercover
outlaw.
ban it. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
exactly what he would do.
What's
I love
number
it.
7, Evan?
Number 7 is the first one on my list, I think for any of us also. That is the showing of a path of someone falling to the dark side. I want to see how the heck Malicos got there from Fallen Order.
Yeah.
Ooh,
His time
interesting.
on freaking
Dathomir. Yeah,
has
killing
changed
all the
him.
Night sisters and brothers.
That's a
Yeah.
great part of the game. Have you gotten to that point in the game yet?
Not personally, I've seen it.
I told him to go to
Yeah.
Dathomir first to get the double bladed.
Yep.
Yeah, but
It
Malicos
helps.
is dope,
Yes, it
so I
does.
would love to see his fall and what happened with him and how
Yeah,
he
he's a
murdered
tough
all
boss.
those
Have fun
Night
with that.
sisters.
Yeah, he's
oh
rough.
yeah, well, you
He's
have it on
good
story
with the
mode,
lightsaber. Yeah.
so it's okay.
There's still some tough parts in story mode.
Ugh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That game is tough. I mean,
Trill
that
is a pain in
underwater
the
part we
ass.
have to like
Mhm.
go under on
Oh,
Kashyyyk.
Fortress Inquisitor.
Oh,
Oh,
not
that
looking
part.
The
Yeah.
Kashyyyk part.
Yeah.
Fuck
looking
that
forward
part.
to it.
You know. Here's how you know a video game level is gonna suck if it's underwater or in ice.
Do.
Yeah.
And there's 2 of those in Fallen Order.
Yep.
I used to hate that shit. Like all the sequels back in the '90s were like when it was like Donkey Kong Country
Yeah.
2, it was all ice. You're like, fuck, this is gonna be rough. All right, what you got?
My number 7, just entitled The Path. I want to see a bunch of stories about the path. Who came through it.
Love it.
Just like, yeah. That's it. Simple as that. What's your number 6, bro?
I love it. My number 6 is Kylo killing everyone on Luke's temple. Change canon.
I was gonna say change the comic.
Change canon.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter anyway. So tell your own story.
If that's cool and it's a good story, I'm okay with it.
Yeah. If it's and I think I've never loved the Kylo misunderstanding thing. I like it way more that he's channeling Vader and thinking that that's the right thing to do
Yes.
for his character
Right,
and him just
follow.
being pure evil because it only makes more sense. Like I've never understood how because okay, if you're Luke Skywalker and you're training your nephew and he's showing traits of being like your father, you would be like, well, your father was wrong and I saved him, and like you would explain to him that he was
Yeah.
wrong and turned, and that you would like even like try to
Or-
communicate with him as a Force ghost to show that you're right,
Yeah.
that show that you're not lying. You know what I
Even-
mean?
Even before that, Leia would have been like, "Hey Ben, your dad was Darth Vader, but like he wasn't all Darth Vader.
Grandfather.
Your grandfather was Vader, but like
But there was still
he's
good in him
also
at the
Anakin.
end.
So focus on the Anakin side.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so I've always been like, that doesn't really make sense to me. How you don't have that conversation with a volatile youth. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense to me. So, while the comics are good, I think it would be better to see. And I think it would make him more ruthless too. Like, it wouldn't be this
Yeah.
like angsty teen. It'd
Right.
be like him just being a fucking gangster
Yeah.
and just fucking people up.
Yeah. I just want a definitive answer either way. I don't like
Yeah.
this whole which one is it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they even like canon like ignores the fact that that's what happened.
Yeah.
It's I would actually like it if they go back and you go like those Kylo Ren comics are from his perspective and like his lie.
Right.
Like that'd be kind of cool.
which
Yeah,
is
you
kind
can
of
do
what
that.
The Last Jedi was hinting
Yeah.
at.
Mhm.
Because he's like lying to Rey.
Yeah, the whole
Right.
time.
Yeah.
So that would be kind of cool if like we're in canon getting like his version of the truth,
Yep.
but it's not exactly what
Yep.
happened. Like,
Yeah.
I think that'd be kind of a cool way to do it. Kind of like the way I've always said that like it's cool to see the Empire do like their propaganda
Yes.
about Order
Yes.
66. That like
Yeah.
we killed all the Jedi. I was like,
Absolutely.
well, there's like 97 of them still around, so you didn't really do
Yeah.
that good of a job.
Proportionally, they killed a lot. They still killed.
They still
Yeah,
killed a lot of
it-
them, but you didn't wipe out
98% of them.
everybody. You didn't
Yeah,
wipe out
there's still
everybody.
that 2%.
They did not. Yeah.
It's like that Germex, it kills 99.99% of germs. What's that other 0.01? What is it doing?
That shit is strong. You
Also,
don't want to fuck with those germs.
Like Family Guy when Stewie's like, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask what's the 0.01.
yeah, right. Yeah, but yeah, that's my number 7.
Number 7 for...
No, that was 6.
6.
right?
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, was it 6?
I haven't done my 6 yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 6.
Yeah, Evan's 6. That
My
was
number
your
6 is my first pairing that I could actually make happen. I want to know some stories of Jorah Mali and Reath Silas from the High Republic.
Okay.
Because Reath is my favorite character from the High Republic. I've only read like 3 or 4 of the books, so I haven't seen every character. But Reath is my favorite, so I'd love to know more about
Fuck yeah.
their connection. Because, spoiler alert for the book that Reath is introduced in, Jorah is his master, and like I said, spoiler alert, she passes away early on in the book. So I don't know much about her and their Padawan master relationship.
I don't-
would love to see more of them.
I'm far behind on that, but I like to think that he goes dark because in the book that I read, he can't really handle her dying.
Yep. That's the same book I've read. Yeah.
And I don't remember which one it is.
That's
but
why I like him so much. Cause
Yeah, there's some
he's got
darkness
some
there.
problems. And,
Yeah, 100%.
So I'd love to see more of before her death, what they do, and then after her death, what does he do going forward.
I agree. I love it.
Yeah, that's good. I would love to see that. My number 6, just simply, and you can go anywhere with this, but Sajas of the Halcyon.
Oh,
Shoot.
I'm going to throw away my whole list because
Ooh, that's
I'm
a
dumb.
good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
That's
we've all
good.
been there. We all know what you
Tales of
can
the
do
Saja.
with this. Tales of the Saja. Like, there's tons of them you can do. Or you could just talk about how they all kind of got together on the Halcyon. So, just simply
Talk
leave
about
it
They're
at that.
there, period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like why? Yeah.
We never asked them why they were on the Halcyon. Why didn't
No.
we?
Let's do it next time. I was too blown away when she told us she was a guardian of
I
the
was
will.
not expecting that.
Neither
at
was
all.
I. It was my
Once
best
you told me
moment on
that,
the
neither was
Halcyon, yeah.
I, but I love that. As soon as they drop annual
Yeah.
pass discounts, we are there.
100%.
Gotta be.
We got to commit
What's your number
if
5?
that happens.
We're gonna,
We will.
We're gonna ride Splash Mountain for the final time together, and we're gonna do the Halcyon together.
I'm going to cry. Just
Both
for one,
times.
I'm going to have an Evan moment on Splash. That's one of
Yeah.
my earliest memories of Disney is riding Splash Mountain.
You too will. I won't.
You're not going to cry?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I remember riding it as a kid. I was there in 96. That was a huge deal. I mean, it was less
Yeah.
than 10 years old at that
I
point.
love
was-
it.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
got the
you're right.
nostalgic.
I remember,
I
part.
rode
like-
it 97, so yeah, it was
I
still
remember,
less
like-
than 10.
Oh,
That's,
hold up.
That's pre.
Here, guys. Lego Skywalker Saga is up for an award right now as best family game.
I agree.
Yeah.
Let's see if it
You could
wins. This is
definitely
live.
make a case.
They should definitely win. Yeah, play
Nintendo
it.
Switch Sports and Splatoon 3. And the game award goes to Kirby and the Forgotten
Fuck
Land.
you, Kirby. Get the hell out of here, you fat piece of shit.
Who-
Got diabetes.
Who at this table knew there was a new Kirby game this year?
Didn't know shit.
Had no idea. I own the Switch.
I
so
can't
had no
even
clue.
name one Kirby game name.
I can Kirby the first one from the NES.
Brad, screw Kirby. What's your number 5?
My number 5 is. We got hints of this in Mando season 2. Sorry, Mando season 2. I want a story set at Luke's temple.
Okay, yeah.
I don't
Book of
care
Boba Fett
how you
season
do
2,
it.
yeah.
Let me see him training like. I want to see Luke training Jedi.
If it's just random Jedi, yeah, that we don't
I
even know.
want to see. I just want to see that. Like, I don't care if it's a brief moment. I don't care if it's focused on him and Kylo or Ben
Yeah.
at this point. But I want that would be really cool. But I really want to see that moment, even if it's a flashback. I think I would love to see it live action. Holy shit, that would be fucking blow my mind. You cast young Ben Solo, please give me that in Mando season
Fuck
3
yeah.
as a flashback
Oh, yeah.
or a flash forward, whatever it would be. But I want to see that, and I think there's no better place to do it than this show idea because it's just
That's
I mean,
it's
like,
it's
perfect.
such a great
It's perfect.
platform for it.
It's
yeah.
perfect. God, and I mean literally anything. I don't care
Yeah.
what you do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's
I
the
said,
same way I
it
feel
doesn't
about the Sajas. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be Ben even. If it was, I'd love it. But it could just be random Jedi.
It
I'd
would be
still be there for it. Like,
It would be cool to see like him talk to Kylo about Vader in this scene.
Very true.
yeah.
Like he's struggling with the dark and like because we've seen Luke go like I've seen this raw strength once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now.
Yep.
Let him have that moment with,
Yo.
Ben.
Yeah.
What
Let him
if,
have that moment with Ben.
What if this
And-
answers a question that like
Why
no
are we
one-
not in charge of Star Wars? I just want.
Because
why are we not?
Kennedy's so evil.
Oh,
Why are we
Get
not?
her out of Star
Dude,
Wars.
why are we not in charge? I've come up with. I mean, you can't tell me that's not a better story than fucking Andor season 1.
It's good.
It's good. It's fucking good. I'm gonna go to Wawa.
You know,
and
and
fucking.
you know what you could do though? Like after that, let's just say in that temple somewhere, Luke has Vader's burned helmet from the pyre.
Ooh, and that's
After
how.
this,
That's how Ben.
Ben
gets
goes
it.
over and talks to the helmet, but
Has
it's
anyone
really
bought
Snoke,
that?
which is really Palpatine. No, I'm not buying that.
Either one of us have that.
I would
No.
buy it if it wasn't dude.
It's a lot of
and
fucking
if it
money.
was $200, it'd be on that fucking shelf
I just
right
told you
now.
I want to go on the
a lot
Halcyon. I'm
of
not
money.
wasting
Bro.
on plastic.
I got some Metallica concerts to go
fucking
to first.
love that helmet, and the only reason I haven't bought it yet is because we got a lot of traveling to do next year. My January and February are stacked with traveling. I'm doing
That-
a cruise.
Yeah.
Hope Holly doesn't hear this. It's for Christmas. We're doing a cruise in February. We're doing January with Scourge, And
That's
I've got
one
some,
of the
I got some
many
work.
Scour-
I got
it's
some
gonna
work
be one of
travel in
many
February.
Scourge
Yeah,
stuff,
we got.
so.
I got a lot next year. So
That helmet would also take up half of my apartment.
I would put it right there on
So-
top of that fucking barrel. That's where it would sit.
But yeah,
That
what if-
helmet's huge, man.
yeah,
it
I'm
weighs
not-
like
I can't
22
fit it.
pounds.
I can't fit that in my apartment. Like,
I
there's
love
nowhere.
it. I love it. But yeah, that's
Yeah,
a great
if,
idea.
If Luke had it, and then after he like argues with Luke, he goes and is like, "Grandfather, guide me," and then it's Palpatine's
Team
voice
talking
through
through
the helmet.
Oh shit!
Grandfather.
Why
That
are we
would
not
be
in charge
great.
of Star Wars? Where's John Favreau and Dave Filoni? Get us on the
Listening to
phone,
this right
They
now.
are listening. They are.
Dave. Please, I'll be a consultant.
Yeah.
We know Star
Yeah,
Wars.
Just
bro.
pay me the same I'm doing now, and I'll.
Pay me 10% less, so I don't have to deal with it, go anywhere, do anything. I'm there.
There you go.
Oh man,
I
that
fucking
was a
love
good
Star
one.
Wars so much.
That's a good one.
Evan, what was your 5?
Every once in a while, hang on. I just
Go,
love.
go.
I just get these moments where I go like, God damn, I
That's
love
the
Star
beauty
Wars
of
so
Star
much.
Wars.
I
Like,
love
we just
it
had
so
this
much.
weird thought moment where we all came up with a great
Wouldn't that
idea
be
from
incredible?
your idea. Like,
Wouldn't that
we
be
all-
would,
fucking
yeah.
incredible?
It would.
That moment we were watching that. We're
absolutely
watching that, and we're just like, can you believe we just watched that moment? Like, holy shit, holy
Yeah.
shit. All right, go ahead. Sorry, God
Man.
damn.
Evan, number 5.
Not as good as that one, but my number 5 is a combo of what happens with Quinlan Voss and Asajj Ventress, and eventually they meet because they end up being an item. So that would be a good tale to see how they both have kind of fallen from their separate orders and paths,
Fallen from grace.
and then fallen in love, I guess. So that would be a cool one to see. Because, like, Ventress, we already saw her story a little bit of how she turned
Yeah.
the dark side, but then the dark side even turned their back on her. So it's like, where does she go from
they
there?
did. They did. Yeah.
So, because like Dooku just straight up backstabbed her. So, seeing Ventress recover from that, what she does going forward, and how she meets Quinlan, and what happens to Quinlan after Order 66. We know he goes to the path. He's in Kenobi,
He does.
as I mentioned.
That's
so
right.
it could even tie into that.
That seems like so out of his character, though.
Possibly, maybe.
Have you
something
read? Have you
happened-
read? Was it Dark Disciple? Is that the book?
I haven't read anything involving Quinlan, so no.
I've
I want
got,
to, but
I've
no.
got a book over there. If you're interested, I think it's called Dark Disciple. I don't remember the name of the book.
I've heard
but
that title, so
it has to
probably.
do with him and Asajj.
Oh, cool.
It's
That sounds like something
it's
that I want.
a great book.
Yeah.
It's in paperback. You can get it for like $6 on Amazon. It's a great
So
book.
maybe something happened with Ventress where, like, she kind of saved somebody and then, like, sacrificed herself, and Quinlan was like, oh, dang, I should go back to the light and help out people. So maybe something like that happened, or I don't know. But
Yeah,
somehow he goes from that to the path.
the path is so interesting.
It is.
It's so interesting. It's such a can of worms that they opened up. I don't think they intended to, but
I
it's
think
such a
they did.
can of worms.
Yeah.
I think they
yeah,
did. Because
yeah,
they're
they
like,
can do
oh, we
more
can
with
make
it.
Disney Plus shows off of this. Like,
Maybe we're gonna see a bunch of it in Survivor.
Yeah.
So
That
that's
would
probably
be
why
the
they
fucking
mentioned
Jedi in the
awesome.
back of the tank. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Or Sith in the back of the tank.
Do you
Who
think
knows?
that like the story group collects all these ideas and they go like, this is an overlap? You
Yeah,
have to
because
mention this.
they have
Yeah.
continuity experts that they hire at Lucasfilm. So
Yeah, the story group.
that's
But like,
the
do you
story
think that
group
they
thing.
like? Do you think that they literally sit there and go like, "You've mentioned this, now you
I
have
hope.
to mention this,"
I hope.
or do they leave it like you could mention this and it would open this door, but you don't have to? Do you think that-
Animals at the Game Awards, by the way.
who is
Animal Muppet.
from the Muppets?
Animal.
Oh. That's hilarious.
My number 5.
I love that the Muppets are just them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, oh,
Kermit is Kermit the
Yeah.
Frog. Like Kermit's there. Like,
Yeah.
like he's a, like he's
you
a
know
person.
who that is. Yeah. My number 5. I know we've got a comic book out of this, but I think you could. It's one character, no dialogue, but I want to see Vader just visit Padme's tomb. No dialogue.
I mean, there was like hints
Like
of something
15
like
minutes,
this
yeah.
with Ahsoka, but yeah.
Oof, that's
like
heavy.
12 to 15 minute episode of him just, and you just feel
Honestly, like, just bring
Like,
over Pixar and be like, Pixar, help
he
us
can,
with this.
He can kneel in front of her. He could put his head down a little bit, put his hand on the tomb. Like,
That's actually a really good call, by the way.
Yeah, because Pixar does all these silent
Pixar does
shorts.
those silent shorts
yeah,
the best.
Yeah.
yeah, they do.
Bring
That's a
them
good
over.
call.
Yeah.
That's how you introduce Star Wars to
Yeah,
the rest of the
uh-huh.
Disney company.
Yeah.
That's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh, I'm getting chills. That's fucking dope.
Well,
I didn't
follow it
even
up
think
with your
about
number
that.
4.
No, I think we need a moment. That's
Oh.
Yeah,
fucking
don't follow
fantastic.
it up. We're not done with that yet.
No, that's
Oh,
dude.
what?
No,
It just
dude.
shows-
That's a fucking 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just open it with, like, the Star Destroyer going through hyperspace, him looking out the window, then it, like, comes out of
Flashbacks
hyperspace to Naboo,
or like flashbacks with him and her, like in these moments, and like stuff we've seen in the books that you
Yeah.
haven't seen on screen yet.
Or not even his TIE fighter
Remember that
lands
episode
on
of the
Naboo.
date where they went on the date? What book was that?
Oh, Brotherhood.
Brotherhood, where they went on
Yeah.
the date on
When he's
whatever
like driving the
planet that is.
speeder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, fuck, that's a good idea, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, it's a good one. My number 4, which is not near as good as that one,
Oh,
but
come on.
I think it's okay. I think it's a good little entry here. Obi-Wan getting to the temple on Coruscant as a kid.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a great
Well,
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they mentioned his brother in Kenobi, so
they did.
what happens
Maybe
there?
seeing it from his perspective as a kid
Yeah.
about all these new people and like kind of being shy and skittish, and
And him and Qui-Gon don't get along.
yep,
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. Just because
That'd
you
be a
don't
good one,
know
yeah.
a ton about him as a young kid. We've gotten little hints here and there,
A
but
lot.
what would you say?
I'll
It was a
walk
quote
it
from
a
Dumb
lot.
and Dumber. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll walk it a lot.
a lot. Yeah,
You've had extra gloves the whole time?
Yeah.
that movie's so
It's
fucking
the
funny.
Rockies.
Yeah.
That movie still holds up.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
That movie's fucking fantastic. Tommy Boy holds up too.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does.
Tommy Boy's the shit.
Yeah.
Ace Ventura holds up.
You better pray to the God of skinny punks. This one doesn't pick up.
Back to Dumb and Dumber. It's like we got no food, no money. Our pets' heads are falling off.
Okay, just calm down now. All right, what's your
fucking
number
funny.
4? We can talk about Dumb and Dumber.
Oh man, number 4.
You better believe that's ended up on the sideboard next week. by
Oh,
the
it
way.
better.
Yeah.
Number 4 is we know he gets to become the Grand Inquisitor, and he used to be a temple guard. But what happens with Order 66? Because he is the temple guard during Order 66. He
Grand
chickens
Inquisitor?
out.
Chickens
he,
out
He
100%.
flakes out. What happens?
He's a little bitch.
Does he just start bawling and crying and Anakin, please don't kill me. I'll help you and do whatever. I'll do this, and then become the Grand Inquisitor. What happens? So how does he go from temple
Yeah.
guard to Grand Inquisitor?
That is a fucking 10 out of 10.
It should be told, yeah.
That's a 10 out of 10, dude. That's fucking great.
And
Dave
somewhere-
Filoni, what you doing?
Somewhere along the line, he's like, I have 2 stomachs, so if someone stabs me in one, I'll live. Don't worry.
I live. Do not worry. Tell them I'll be okay.
I'll be okay.
And then we
don't
can-
tell everyone about my.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
And then we
Stomach.
can
Stomach.
use this as like a plan or a ploy for ourselves. And when we want to actually kill the person that stabs me, we can act like I was dead. Yeah.
That's a 10 out of 10, bro. That's fantastic. I wish I'd have thought of that. God damn it.
My number 4, which is probably won't be a 10 out of 10, but
No crossover so far, by the way. I'm very impressed.
surprised.
I'm very
We
surprised.
got to have some in this next top 3.
I want to see how Maul takes Crimson Dawn over.
That's
Yes.
a good one.
Yes.
Simple as that.
That's a good one.
Be a good one. So that's it. I mean, what's your number 3?
That's pretty good.
I mean,
And
there's.
then-
So what do you think? How does he take it over? If you're
I
if
don't
you're in
know.
control, what do you do? You've had to think about it a little bit because you came up with this idea, so you had to think
Well,
about it a little further
we
than just
see
the
a
idea.
little bit in Clone Wars.
Sort
He
of.
goes to the
But
Black
he's,
Sun.
He's already assumed Crimson Dawn.
He's already got
true,
some power
true,
at
yeah.
that point,
He's
yeah.
already Crimson.
So
Dawn.
he survives, and he makes his way to Mandalore, and he just basically he just uses the dark side of the Force to coerce. I just want to make sure we're not missing anything.
That's fine.
To coerce Crimson Dawn, whoever the leaders are at the time. I mean, Dryden Voss would have to be involved. He just uses the Force to take it over. I mean, just a very
Basically-
Maul-y way.
Basically, just
Very-
threatens him. He's like, "Hey, I'll kill
Very
you."
suave but intimidating.
And then
You
he
know?
finds out that he's out of the way now. He doesn't have to worry about Dryden Voss anymore.
Yeah.
At the end of Solo, and
Yeah.
Kira steps in. He's like, okay, I can manipulate this chick.
Yeah.
She's weak, but he underestimates her.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool story.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool story. This is my favorite one on my list.
Number 3?
My number 3, and hold on to your hats, fellas. Ahsoka finding Luke.
Yeah.
yeah.
We
I have
gotta have
said
that.
1,000 times the conversation between her and Luke about Anakin would be fucking phenomenal.
Absolutely.
We got close to it at Boba Fett. We
Yes,
got so
I was like,
close.
please say something, but like, I like the
Yeah, because
tantricness of waiting. Like,
they
let's
definitely
see what
already
happens.
talked about Anakin.
100%.
Yeah, we've got
Up
the
to that
conversations
point,
after that initial conversation,
Yeah.
which were great. But that initial,
I want
one-
that initial one of like, you remind me of
Mhm.
your father. And
Yeah.
you're like, how do you know my father? And she's like, he was my master. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about? Like, I think that would be
Or
holy
Or-
shit.
like they meet and like, hi Luke, I'm Ahsoka Tano, and he's just like staring at her, like, you were my father's Padawan. Like he could
can read her
sense
mind or
it somehow.
something?
Well, no,
Yeah.
Or-
not read her mind. He could sense Anakin in her.
or Anakin's ghost has spoken to him about Ahsoka. There's endless
No,
ways you could.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
The ghost may not be the best.
How much is
way,
Luke talking to
but
Anakin on the side? Like,
Yeah.
after
It's
he
got to be a
dies?
little bit.
You would think
You
they
would
talk
think.
some.
Because if they can only reveal themselves to other light side Force users, he's got to have at least spoken to him.
Yeah.
He sees him, for Christ's sake, on Endor.
Yeah,
so
he's
they've
definitely
had,
talked to him.
They've definitely got some communication going. But like, how frequent is that? I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know, at what point
Well,
does
and
Luke cut himself off from the Force? Because we see it in Last
And it
Jedi. Like,
happens
he's
more
missed.
often.
Yoda's missed him. So like,
Yeah, it happens more often too in Force highly populated areas. So like Endor has some strong with the Force areas. Obviously, Octo does. So like these situations don't just happen walking down the street. It has to be at a like Force specific location.
yeah. Well, what would Endor be strong with the Force with? I
It's
guess
just
we don't
connected
know.
to nature, super
Yeah.
close with the living
Nature,
Force.
trees, yeah.
Yeah,
Ewoks.
because
are like
Sheik
little
is pretty
satellite
strong with the
beings.
Force too.
Yeah, that's true.
So is Dagobah.
Yeah.
Places like that.
Weirdly, like where there's a lot of life that's not necessarily sentient, right? Like
Yeah, trees and
snakes and bugs and
Yeah.
swamps and fish.
earth snakes.
And
by the
Kyle's.
Earth snakes, yeah.
Evan, what's your number three?
That's the worst thing in the original trilogy is like
way. And
the
no one
snake.
cares.
Oh,
no, one,
yeah.
no one bats an eye. And there's a
It looks
Komodo
so-
dragon.
It looks
Just
so
a-
silly
yeah.
nowadays, but like, it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
It's the product of the time.
Evan, what's your
we're up to me. My number 3. This has to be at least a given for Tom's list, I'd imagine, is a story involving Jaro Tapal and Cal Kestis.
You know, I didn't put that on there
Wow.
right now because I think we
Maybe we'll
might
get
get
some
more of that.
flashbacks.
Yeah.
Facts,
So
facts,
it's
yeah.
I'm not going to overdo what I think is
Yeah,
coming.
maybe their meeting would be cool to see.
Yeah.
Just like that initial, like,
Uh-huh.
here's your master now, and he's like,
Sure.
whoa, you're huge. Like, whoa, tell me all your... I feel like he's kind of like Anakin on Tatooine. He's like, no one can kill a Jedi.
Yeah.
Like, I bet he's a lot like that.
Could be, yeah.
And then Jaro kind of brings him back down to
Well,
earth.
he's a ginger, so he's either extremely temperamental or he's quiet.
I would love to see temperamental Cal
Yeah.
because you don't really
You
get
see
that
it?
at all from him.
You see a little bit of it
A
when
little
he-
bit.
As he's dropping out of the pod to Braca, he's like
That's
screams.
the thing
yeah.
you played.
Yeah,
the
earlier.
soundbite. Yeah.
But nothing really past that. I mean, there's no like temperamental.
True.
He's pretty even keeled the whole way.
Him
But
and
that
when,
is like
when
a
Trilla
stereotype
taunts
of
him,
gingers.
he does get a little temperamental.
Oh, sure,
when
yeah.
Trilla's like taunting him.
Yeah.
Especially that initial reaction when he's like, "Oh, that stance! I recognize that stance."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and he's kind of getting a little pissed.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
My number 3 is Fallen Order related, and it kind of matches with what you said earlier. I don't know if you wanted this story in particular, but I just want to see Terra Malicos murder all the Night Sisters. So
Yeah, it's exactly what I want.
we talked
Yeah.
about it. So crossover. There you go. We got crossover. So
Finally, some crossover.
what's your
Yeah.
number 2? Maybe this is crossover.
I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I just want anything from the High Republic. I think that it is one
Acolyte,
of the
yeah.
coolest animation, right? Because we're assuming Tails is animation.
Oh
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So we're assuming Tails is animation. Like
Absolutely.
it could be live action going forward, but right now it's
No,
only
no,
animation.
no animation.
This lends itself to animation. I mean, probably more than any other era in Star
Oh,
Wars,
look,
especially
yeah.
since there's no, preconceived notion of what this is going to look like on a big or a
Yeah,
small screen.
yeah, you can set the tone.
You can set the tone for exactly what you want this to be. So I don't really even care what it is, but it would really be cool to see, like, with as big as the High Republic was for Star Wars fans, like
Yeah.
an animated version of the Starlight Beacon Crisis would be really, really cool as like a 6-part series or something.
Yeah.
You're retelling things in canon, they don't really do that, but I don't care what it is. Like, it can be anything in the High Republic. These characters are like ripe for some animation and like mainstream recognition because the characters are just fucking great and the storyline's great, and I want something from the High Republic in a
Yeah.
visual form other than a comic book.
We've gotten a very little bit in, speaking of Tales, but Tales from Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
That very little bit when they go to the temple on Batuu. But that's like a
More.
5-minute.
Give me
like,
more.
cutscene,
Give me something more
basically.
substantial. Give me
Yeah.
something more substantial than that because it deserves it.
And
And they're double and tripling down on this thing. So
Oh, yeah.
like, let's go. Let's get some
Yeah.
animation from it.
that section of the game was great, but those visuals basically just look like Coruscant from the prequels.
From
they
the
didn't
game,
go.
the game.
Yeah, from
What
Tales of Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, the VR game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
I'm sorry.
visuals.
When you said Tales of the Galaxy, I thought you were talking about the YouTube thing that they were doing for a hot minute.
Oh no, those
Sorry.
are cool too. I kind
Yeah,
of
those
wish
are
they
cool.
did more of those.
I know. Yeah,
but
those are cool.
that video game was like, we're not going to really establish how this looks. You're like, it's Coruscant basically.
This
what
is
they
like,
did.
I'm telling you, like, as far as any era in Star Wars, this is like up there for what you
Yeah.
should be doing in animation.
Yeah.
Evan, number 2.
What are we on? Number 2. I think
2.
this was crossover with Tom's. It should be a given as well. But Trilla and Seer, just kind of see their meeting, perhaps.
absolutely.
See some of the things that led to that distrust. Because eventually, Trilla does feel like Seer just abandons her.
Yep.
And it doesn't really happen that way as we see in Fallen Order.
Right.
But it would just be nice to see kind of like
Yep.
that dynamic of
Mhm.
why she would just think Seer would up and abandon her.
That's right.
So
I mean, Trilla eventually kind of saves herself at the end, just when she tells Cal to avenge us, and then Vader kills her, whoosh, right through the back.
Rest in peace, Trilla.
Yes. My number 2 is, I don't know how I'd spin this. Maybe before this individual goes off to Jedi camp, or maybe he comes back on a little summer vacation. But I'd like to see one Leia Organa test her son Ben Solo in the Force a little bit.
Ooh.
crossover. This is my number 1
Is
as
it?
well.
Okay.
Leia and
Shit.
Ben.
Sorry, Evan.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah, we'll get to detail when he gets his number 1.
Yeah. But it'd be so cool because she's trained by Luke at this point, and she stopped. But it'd be cool to see,
Yeah.
like, all right, let's see how good you are there, kid.
Well, also because she stopped because she was like, if I keep doing this,
Right.
Ben is going to fall to the dark side.
Right.
So she's going to be like, I'm stopping for you, Ben. I
Maybe she's testing him a little bit just to see where he's
Yeah.
at, and she can't read it because she's strong, but not.
strong.
She's not
enough that she-
fine-tuned, I
yeah,
should
she
say.
didn't finish all
She's
the
strong,
training.
not fine-tuned.
Yeah, she lays her lightsaber down,
She
Yeah.
does.
figuratively.
Yeah, I guess so.
Brad,
I'm sure she actually. lays
we
it
know
down,
Evan's
too.
number 1. You're going to know mine, but I really want to know yours.
My number 1, and I actually had a different number 1, and I don't remember what it was. But once we saw Daisy Ridley talk about showing up at Lucasfilm and talking about going to lunch,
Lunch is good.
I wanted a animated series. Lunch sounds fantastic right
It
now. I'm
does.
so hungry.
I ordered a pizza from Mod Pizza, so it's going to be on. It should be at home.
Wow. Great.
I want Rey after Episode 9.
Of course.
And I don't care what you do with
This is
it.
a
I
good
don't
one.
care if you're rebuilding the Jedi Order. I don't care if you're just having her and Finn focus on stuff and unlocking his powers with the Force. But I want something after Episode 9. I want Rey Skywalker post Episode 9. And I think for people who don't like Rey, which there are a ton of people who don't like Rey,
Still somehow. I don't get it.
It'll change. Give it a few years. It'll change. I think this could have like the Ahsoka effect, where when they introduced Ahsoka, people didn't love her, and then over time she's become like a top 3 character for a lot of people.
Right. Yeah.
And I think that you could do a lot with Rey, and especially Rey and Finn, because they already have an established, chemistry, and they they understand each other to a point, and I think you could explore that more, and I think that would be fucking fire for an episode
Sure
of this.
would
Even,
be.
even if this was like a movie, like an animated
Yeah.
movie, I think that on Disney Plus,
Absolutely.
that would be fucking awesome. Evan, number 1.
Yeah, talk about
Yeah.
yours.
What's your number 1?
Who knows? That was my number 1, the Ben and Leia. But to go off that too, even with Rey, and I'm like, of course I'm saying this because of Kylo Ren and Ben Solo, how much I love him. But like you're saying with the whole Qui-Gon Force Ghost stuff, you can go into Rey trying to tap into the cosmic force to find Ben, his voice. You can't bring him back. I'm not saying bring him back as a living being. There's people that think that could still happen, and no, I don't think it makes sense.
That
But
doesn't make that's dumb.
maybe his voice is in the cosmic force, and he hasn't found out how to get any further. But they could talk that way. Like he's still around in some sense to that.
Yeah.
But he's not coming back, and I don't ever want him to come back because it makes no sense. But you can go down that force route of cosmic/living force and get weird with it, because that's kind of what animation is best at, especially with the force.
Yep.
Just having weird episodes. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Tom,
that.
number 1.
My number 1. You start with a battered Kylo Ren. After he's spoken to Han on Kefpur. He's walking, looking for a ship to leave, and then he stops because he feels a presence. And then he just hears grandson and turns around, and there's Anakin's Force Ghost. I'd like to see
Yeah.
Ben Solo and Anakin have a interaction.
Yeah, that would be great.
Would have loved to have seen him rise to Skywalker,
But
but
for real interaction, because Kylo thinks he's been talking to him forever in the helmet.
and then maybe this
but-
is. I mean,
This is
obviously,
what- there's a change between when you see him on that scene after talking to Han
right?
to where he is when he gets to Exegol, and there's got to be some
Yes,
switch there.
this would
That would
like
fill in that gap.
confirms the Ben-ness.
Yep.
Of,
Yeah.
Because Han can do it, yes, but like there's still that missing piece of his grandfather which he doesn't know.
and he worships him.
Yes.
They've made a point
Yeah.
of
It's like Anakin
across
had-
every
yeah.
movie.
And also the Han thing.
I know.
The Han thing still wasn't really Han. It was in Ben's brain.
Right? Yeah.
It was just. It was just Ben in his brain thinking of Han. It
Hi,
wasn't
son. I'm
really
force
it.
sensitive. Apparently, it's Han Solo.
Yeah, thankfully it wasn't. But
Oh
Yeah,
God, that would have been bad.
yeah.
I never took that as that.
No,
no
it's
one
just
did.
his
It was
memory.
just
Nobody
his
did.
They
memory.
even say it. He says, "I'm just a memory, your memory." Like,
Yep.
They even say it.
God
So
damn it.
having that physical, actual interaction with somebody. Would
What a
help
missed
lot.
opportunity, especially with bringing him back for Obi-Wan just a few years later. Because they filmed that in like 20, late 17, 2018 maybe.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, something like that.
Man,
It's-
just a few years short of that.
They're saving
becoming
it,
a thing.
saving it for Tales of the Jedi,
Ooh.
season 2. They're
Well,
saving
Dave
it.
Filoni, thank you for listening to this episode.
Thank you, Dave. Yeah,
And,
Brad, take us
we
home.
give you some great ideas. No, you take it home. You started this thing.
I
You
know,
gotta
but
end
you
this
always
bad
take
boy.
our episodes
Oh,
home.
that's
That's what
right,
I'm
okay.
saying. Like, that has wrapped us up. Thank you
Why
for
don't you,
listening.
why don't you both take us home?
Next,
Somebody take
next
us home.
episodes, I'll say this: we're gonna be Survivor heavy after this footage.
Oh, yeah.
The Game Awards are
Yes.
on right now. We record 2 episodes in
We
one
heard
day.
that Kirby won. That was
Yeah,
exciting.
well,
We're all excited about
Skywalker
Kirby.
Saga lost. We didn't know Kirby existed.
I don't need Kirby to lose. I just want Skywalker to win.
Skywalker to win. So we'll see. What's this?
As soon as we
Jagoff
get home,
talking
that
about
footage
right
is going to
now?
drop.
Let's see.
Probably.
As soon as I get home.
As soon as we end this, it's going to be like, and now what you've all been waiting for
Yeah.
Get me excited about
Oh.
the future
Oh.
of our medium.
of Star Wars.
This would be wild if I turned it up on.
Dude, that would be nuts.
No, it's not it.
Oh,
Ghost Story.
It's Kirby. Kirby
From the
17.
creator of Bioshock. Let me turn that down.
Ooh.
But nobody will.
That could be interesting. Bioshock was a fucking great game.
And my only way out of here
One way out. One
is
way
with
out.
one of them.
Haven't seen this before. Okay, anyway.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Do we want to tease what the next top 10 is going to be? I think we probably should.
Yeah, because what is it?
I'm thinking that the next top 10 is going to be top 10 destinations we want on Star Tours.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, let's do it.
Definitely.
All right, so the next top 10 episode, we're going to do top 10 destinations we want to see on Star Tours. But that's it for tonight. So thank you so much for listening. On behalf of the entire council, thank you for downloading and listening to Jedi Talk. We appreciate it. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you on the next show. Until then, stay safe. May the Force be with you.
Always, and good journey.
Rise, Jedi Knight.